Hello everybody, welcome back to the Limit of Adhesion. This is Dom Silly Season 2 Electric Boogaloo. We're at race 10 of the season and we're at Monza combined for one of the truly silliest of combos, the DW12 Indycar versus the ARCA Chevy Impala. My name is Gareth and joining me once again in commentary, it's the man who likes to go round and round. It's Dom. Dom, how are you?
I am doing particularly good. I'm super looking forward to this. And we're on the home stretch now. Home stretch.
Yes. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, not far from the end of the season now and going back to serious times. But my goodness me, what a fantastic combination you put together on a truly spectacular circuit. The Monza combined full original oval with the modern track with all of the chicanes loveliness. Here's the grid then. Rick Barrow on pole with Merrin Hugevin alongside Rhys Crichton and Sean Clark. And we've got Dan Shaw, Rich Meesters, Roberto Costa, Stephen Greening, Gavin Kelly, Tor Malloran and Oliver Walker. And then it's Graham Bardsley in the first of the ARCAs. And we wait for the grid to go down. So there he is there in the Reese's Pieces car, I believe. And then we've got Jake Weaver there in the other orange car, the LOA car. And then we've got Oliver Ettridge, Eric Piusi, Chris White, Sam Stock, Chris Forrester, Winslade, Evan Conception, Michael Messenger, Dom Parker rounding out the field.
Doubly confusing the standings with the wrong side of the grid there.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone.
Oh, here we go once again.
Signore, accidenti e motori. Yeah, what he said.
That'd be Tor Malloran serving yet another penalty then.
I believe that translated as, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Fantastic stuff. So as you can see, the barrier down the middle of the track there separating the two parts of the track. The cars are going to go round the oval first, and then as they come out the last corner of the oval they will be onto the normal track. Red lights are on, green lights. We're racing at Monza. Oh, that's 27 having a great start there in the middle of the pack. Oh, sorry, 87, I beg your pardon. It's Dan Short. Someone's already rounding in the wall.
That's Rich Meesters dropping down.
Yeah.
It's a standing start for the ARCAs, which is generally a massive problem, but the gearing is so long to get around the bankings, it actually wasn't as big of a deal getting off the line as I'd hoped it would be, shall we say. Kelly and Walker showing us in the pits.
Yeah, what's happened there then? So side by side as they come down the banking and onto the turns 3 and 4 of the oval. It's Hugevin from Barrow, from Crichton, Clark, Costa.
Should note as well, damage is off for this one simply because the tow time is like a bazillion years.
End of race sort of time. So the cars are onto the Grand Prix track now.
That's a sight.
That is a sight, yeah. So as we saw in practice for this, the ARCA's top line speed is pretty comparable to the IndyCar, but they're just going to be incredibly slow in the corners and they're going to struggle through there compared to the IndyCars.
We might even find the ARCA's actually faster than the Indy in a straight line. It's just the ARCA has to brake about 300 light years sooner.
Yeah. On board with Rich Meesters. Oh no, cut away. No, back on board. So he's coming through Curva Grande heading up to the second chicane. There's Rick Barrow then, he's in second place and being chased by Rhys Crichton. Oh, Jake Weaver round in the number 27. There's Forrester and he's just running out wide through the Lesmos.
That's Ettridge just got past him there in the pink 447.
Yeah. Nice move though, Ettridge on board with Michael Messenger in a jar of Hellman's mayonnaise. Was that the Durex sponsor on this one? And we've got Costa in the Marlboro car there, and he is chasing Tor Malloran.
It's quite a grotesque combination, Hellmann's and Durex.
Yes.
Oh, park on the grass. Oh, still on the grass.
Oh, tough stuff there. And is he having to get out of it as they go 3 wide down the straight to the Parabolica? Flames spitting out of the cars on board with Chris Forrester, and you can see just how much of a problem it is for the back end coming round.
I do love these ARCAs. They're an absolute pig to drive, but they're so much fun.
They are, yeah, but there's such a struggle to turn into that Parabolica and then to get the power down because the back end just keeps on coming round.
Well, yeah, it's like you try and brake in it and it wants to spin. You try and turn it, it wants to spin. And you try and accelerate and it wants to spin.
Yeah. They have all the racing ability of a brick. So the IndyCar's back onto the Grand Prix layout then. They've already completed the second lap of the oval. And it's Barrow and Crichton doing absolute ding-dong battle in second and third. Oh, Costa's just had an issue.
Across the chicane by the looks of it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, these two locked in battle, aren't they?
Yeah, through Curva Grande they go. That's Crichton to the inside as they head to the chicane. And he's done it. Nice move there. The Barrow's more of a GT3 specialist, isn't he? I've heard he might be coming to do a bit of F3 action this season.
Yeah, I know he joined the first race at NERB last season, but then we didn't see him again on track. But Crichton, a bit sideways there. Lee Hardin, his GT3 teammate, was scouting for an F3 teammate the other day, so maybe Rick's plans might have changed.
Well, I think part of the issue is that we have said to Rick, and this goes back to what we were talking about with the difference between your iRating for GT3 and open wheeler. So, you know, Rick's a GT3 specialist but has zero experience in the F3, and from the minimal drives he has done with it, has really struggled. So it makes sense for him to be a Club 1500 driver for F3 and top split for GT3. And we were sort of, yeah, right, mate, when he first asked us about it. But realistically, that's where he should be. So, yeah, if he does want to race it F3 this season, he will be in Club 1500 unless he starts dominating it. In which case, yeah, up he goes upstairs.
Bump him back up. Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of the complexity out of it this season with the grids being back combined again. You can sort of rock up and see how it goes in a way.
Yes, yeah, very much so. Yeah.
It was more of a problem at the start of last season when we were on split grids, and so you needed to make that choice about which driver was going to be which split.
No, indeed, yeah, and I'm very excited about the start of this new open wheeler season. Our last season in the Formula 3 for now. We'll be parking it after these next 8 races and heading to a new, slightly faster car, which should be very exciting.
Where's your money at? Where we're heading?
I think the Lotus 79.
Oof. Whoa, big siders for Parker.
Great save there, as he does battle with Michael Messenger. Just about keeping it out of the wall as they start the run to the oval once again.
This will surely be a pass now for Messenger, though. Surely he's just lost too much momentum to keep the position. Oh, Messenger tucks back in, yeah. And seems to be falling back in the slip, which is a surprise.
Yeah.
Maybe just taking his time.
Fantastic noise by these ARCA beasties.
They do sound great. What do you think sounds better, this or the AMG GT3?
Oh, that's a good question. Actually, I don't know. I watched a really fascinating video about the older NASCARs from about 20 years ago, where they had the X-height exhausts. And wow, they sound amazing. Is that what this is called?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I'm not particularly clued up on engine specs and stuff like that. I know one of the Oval Division gurus, the admin, I think it was Jake, posted a video of some of the old NASCARs, and just listening to the sounds in that video is beautiful.
Is that
noise.
where that video popped up on my feed from? Oh, there's an IndyCar round and an outbreak by Chris White in the chicane. Is that going to allow Winslow through? Wow.
Does indeed.
Forrester and Weaver battling hard.
It just looks like the cars stop through the GP turn 1 and 2 there.
Yeah. Well, you can see the offset. If you look at the right front bumper and wing, you can see there's a sort of offset built into the car because of they normally go around the ovals.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they are on a road. They're on the Daytona road course set up here, but yeah, obviously the car is built to turn left. So
Sam Stott then out in front in the ARCAs. He's got a decent lead to Ettridge as well.
yeah, massive lead.
We're on board with Kelly. Whoa, who's that? Someone ghosting. Oh, Kelly toes, but then yeah, just.
I think he goes over the wall there. Yeah, into the trees. Oh, jeez, a big one.
Cutting back to the live action then, and you can see that the IndyCars are starting to thread their way through the ARCAs. I believe that was Meesters going through.
Yes, Meester's still recovering. He was backwards at the start, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Because he's still recovering his way through, maybe.
You saw the cars going through the Ascari chicane there. Into Parabolica with Messenger, who is past Parker then, so he did get the move done somewhere on the Grand Prix layout. And once again, Barrow and Crichton. Crichton back behind Barrow. Oh, stunning exit though, what the heck?
That was like they're in different class of vehicle just there.
Yeah, Crichton had like a turbo
Oh,
boost
slow
or
down.
something. Oh.
Yeah,
I
he's
see.
got to slow down his serving there.
Let's hope Barrow can re-engage then. He's got about a second and a bit to find.
Yeah,
These
absolutely.
guys
It'd be a
are-
shame if we lost that battle, wouldn't it? They've been absolutely nose to tail the entire race so far.
Oh, they've been amazing, yeah. And we see Hugavin still out in front, but it's only about a second and change now, so it's getting closer. Oh, look at this then. So this shows you the speed difference. Ettridge blasting past that Meesters. And then as
Flicking
they
it on
get
the
to
brakes.
chicane-
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Ettridge still outbrakes himself, even with that early braking distance.
I think as the tyres die in the ARCA as well, you've got to keep pulling that braking marker even further forwards. It's just, it's
Yeah.
an absolute handful of a car. I love it.
So we're on board with Winslade, and he's braking at the tower. And is he going to get it slowed down in time? And he cut away there, so they got to the apex.
Look nice and tidy to be. Oh!
Yeah, oh, Fiusi slammed, nearly creaming into the back of that IndyCar there. And Weaver now still ahead of Winslade. So these two have swapped positions. Having a great scrap though.
Two orange
Side by
beasts
side
doing
into
battle.
The second chicane. Amazing car control by the pair of them there. That's awesome. On board with Winslade heading to the outside of the Lesmo 1. There's
Sounds
Jake's
like
car.
Winslade's sort of clutching to get the gear change there. In the ARCAs you can just do a bit of a lift just to get the gear, but it sounds like he's using the clutch as well. Oh, Jake's gone.
Oh, Jake's round. No, Winslade's just a two-pedal pleb, isn't he? There's Gavin Kelly rocking the Kmart. That's the Nigel Mansell Newman Haas IndyCar livery, isn't it? From when he won the 1993 season.
What Mansell did?
He did.
I was not aware.
He's the only driver to ever become the F1 champion and the Indy champion at the same time. He held both championships because the IndyCar season finished before the Formula 1 season of '93.
Well, hats off to that guy.
I know.
They'd never
He had
allow
a-
something like that nowadays, would they? Like with the sponsors and the like, it's so high intensity nowadays, and like there's no way. They even stop the F1 drivers racing Le Mans most of the time, don't they?
I don't know.
Purposely making it clash.
He left F1. He left F1 as the reigning champion, went to IndyCar and won it before the '93 season ended. So therefore, he was able to. He technically was reigning champion in both series before the end because the F1 hadn't ended.
Yeah,
And then
I
when
never knew that. Never knew that.
Yeah. Fun fact.
See Graham just drive straight past Dan Shaw in a straight line there. That was a surprise to me. I wasn't expecting the ARCAs to be faster than the Indies on the straights there.
Well, if there's one thing a NASCAR is good at, it's straight line speed. They are phenomenally quick. And also they're not constrained by the amount of downforce that the IndyCars are loaded with, as you can see, with all the winglets on the front wing. Look at Dan Shaw scything up the inside straight past Parker and Bardsley.
Yeah, I think that needed some compliance by Parker where he definitely had to delay his turning a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a car in the background.
Kelly again. Big shame for him. Nice to see Graham Bardsley in silly season. We haven't seen him too much of in this time.
Yeah, absolutely. Been snowed with work, has he not? Whoa, is that Ollie Walker getting airborne across the chicane there?
Yeah, no, quite the opposite actually. Looking forward to seeing him back in full sensible season mode. GT3s and Formula 3. Walker's having a bit of blinking there, did you see?
Yeah, absolutely. He blinked in that crash with Kelly right at the start.
Oh, I didn't even see who it was, so that explains who it was. Whoa, this is
optimistic.
Yes, he was never going to make the apex inside of Messenger there, and he's just caused all of this then, so Stott's come piling in.
That was Ettridge out of the lead of the ARCA's just got taken out. Yeah, Ettridge in the 447 was leading just then, and then that was optimistic from Ollie.
Yeah, he was never going to make the apex though. Sometimes I know you're in the faster car, but sometimes you just got to plan and he's blast past in the next straight. Oh dear!
Ollie drives straight into his stablemate there. I'd have expected that was going to let Parker go past, but it looks like Parker's had an equally poor corner and he's dropped even further back, in fact.
Saying Bardsley's out now. What's going on there? There he's in the pit lane.
Yeah, maybe I had a tow for some reason. Well, like we said, damage is off, but I'm not sure if all of the drivers, one, were aware, but also if she got sort of sent over a fence or impaled in a barrier or something like that, then obviously still got to tow, so...
Right. Because we've got Hugavin and Crichton are both in the pit lane at the moment, and they've just fallen out of the podium spots. Hugavin was actually leading the race, obviously, for a long time, as we mentioned. So Barrow now in the lead from Greening and Costa up to third.
Would appear there was a miscalculation with the IndyCar's fuel, and so they're actually going to have to pit for fuel.
Oh, is that what's happening?
Which was not intentional, but yeah, I think they're just planned pit stops that they're in for, because they're back out on track now.
Well, that's a relief then. Hopefully then things should balance out once the other cars come in for their stops as well. Messenger putting Stott to the test.
Yeah, piling on there. Look at that. They all just drifted round there. 4 ARCAs wiggling the tail on the way out.
Oh, and Parker's on the grass there in the background. Well held, keeping it on the track. Messenger was briefly alongside, but it looks like Stott's recovered to stay in the lead. Through Curve Grande heading to the second chicane.
Bit side with some Stott on the way in there. I think this is how Stott lost the lead in the first place.
Oh, so through Ascari he goes and just into the wall. It's Ettridge steaming through. Superb car control by him. And then, wow, what the heck happened there? So Kelly just snapping left under braking and into the fence.
Yeah, maybe brake bias a bit too far backwards, perhaps.
Maybe, yeah. So Walker just, not going to make it. A little bit of neck code, perhaps. There didn't look like the contact was properly there, and then Stott sailing in as well. Oh yeah, there was contact. So.
Yeah, it was weird that on board it looked like they'd not actually touched, didn't it?
Yeah. I'm afraid that one is firmly on the shoulders of Ollie Walker there. So Ettridge now in third. Let's stop the road in P1. Greening working his way through the ARCAs there.
the speed that the Indies can carry around that corner with the extra downforce. Like the ARCAs are right on the limit of spinning the entire time, and they're still crawling along at like what feels like 40 k's, and then the Indy just comes past.
Yeah, it's mad. So same Messenger now in the lead of the IndyCars. There he goes, flashing past on the banking with Stott in pursuit, just a couple of tenths behind him. And you can see the difference of 60s tech versus modern day. There's no catch fencing or anything like that.
No, absolutely. It'd be terrifying to race here. There were lunatics back then.
Yeah.
Showing us Parker ahead of Ettridge as well now in third place in the ARCAs.
Another IndyCar in the pit lane, is that? No, they're just that far around on the lap. Well, we've got side by side as they head. Well, they're in the braking zone now. Greening just going for a bit of a bump over the curbs. Stop trying to pass Messenger, but Messenger holds him off. And look at him squirming away as he tries to get the power down. Sam starting the 22.
Am I right in saying Sam's not driven the ARCA very much? Like, he has attended, I think, 1 or 2 of the development series races, but I think he got the car specifically for those races. I'm not sure he's got much mileage in him.
He probably hasn't, no.
Oh, jeez.
That's scary. Winslade running P5 at the moment. Cut away, though, to Chris Forrester in the green monster car. He's running 8th place at the moment. Ooh, big lock. Here comes Jake Weaver and Kelly through. Kelly just showing the difference in cornering potential, even at low speeds with the IndyCar. Just so precise.
Like we briefly mentioned, like as if the IndyCar isn't hard enough to... the ARCA isn't hard enough to drive as it is. The tyres just burn off so quickly. Whoa!
Yeah. Oh, Hoogervin.
And Costa by the looks of it.
Costa having a hilarious off there.
Oh god, this is busy.
This is very busy, yeah. So we've got the IndyCars working their way through the ARCAs once again.
Oh.
Wow. That's one way to get around the parabolic.
Sideways there. He's still not got it back under control. Holy cow, his tyres will be cooked. What's happened to
Costa trying to get in the pits?
Oh, it's all gone mad.
Sure has. That's Greening then.
Yeah, re-emerging.
Going past, big run. On board with Sam Stott. I see
Malaren down there, yeah, on the apron. See if we catch him around the straight this time. Oh, we'll never know.
Great fight shaping up here between Chris Forrester, Jake Weaver and Chris White in the Duff Beer car, the number 18. There's Jake who's gone through and he's into the lead of that trio.
Is that Evan just struggling with the pit entrance there?
Well, Evan was running P5 in the ARCAs just now. Now showing him as being in the pits and then 9th, yeah. Oh, sorry, not in the pits, but in 9th place. Oh, look at this fight between Malaren and Greening, and they're touching wheels. And that's Messenger. Oh, he's just been punted out of the lead. Was that by stablemate?
Yeah, I think Greening's just turned him across his nose. Not even stablemate, actual teammate there. Both for the Blues.
There'll be some risky beatings going on.
I don't think it'll get any more extreme than just saying, you turkey.
Yeah. So Merrin ran recovering and then runs Tor Malaren onto the grass. These two are stablemates in the Wizards of Lift and Coast now.
That doesn't narrow it down much though, does it? That's half the LOA.
Well, yeah.
It's going to be easy to say who's not a wizard.
Yeah. Merrin's the chairman of the board in that stable, though.
Head of recruitment.
What's your title in the team? In the stable?
Official pleb, I think. Jake has got past both of these, but both the Chris's.
Yeah, Jake's starting to find his way with it then. I mean, obviously we'd expect him to be doing really well because he is an oval and sort of NASCAR specialist. He's used to racing these beasties. As is Parker, who is doing extraordinarily well in the ARCA development series.
He's got ahead of Stott here somehow. Has Stott made a mistake or maybe just a pass on track? We saw Stott munching his way through the tyres, basically drifting every single corner.
Yeah, and Ettridge is now in the lead from Parker, from Stott, who's down the inside into Parabolica.
Jesus.
Right on the ragged edge of the grip.
I think Parker had two choices there. He could take a normal apex and get stotted, or he could just let the driftmobile have a bit of space and take the position, live to fight another day. Stop basically making the pass sideways there.
It was a savage fight, and then there was an IndyCar getting involved for good measure. Here's Malarin and Hugavin once again. Great little scrap between these two then. So Barrow and Crichton are 1 and 2 now.
Yeah, they've checked out versus these two.
T1.
No space there, yeah. Good defense from... Oh, no!
Oh, big
Too
shame
heavy
for
on the loud
there.
pedal. Yeah, that was shaping up to be a really nice battle that we've sadly just had stolen from us. But yeah,
well,
Barrow...
Go on,
sorry.
Barrow and Crichton.
Yeah, because absolutely checked out at the front, so Barrow's got a 2.5-ish second lead over Crichton, and then further 8 seconds back to Malarin now, so...
Yeah, very impressive indeed, actually. And it's a shame for Hugavin because he was doing so well leading the race for the first few laps, and then to see him fall down the order like this is a bit of a big shame. That's Costa working his way through the Arcas once again. Stott still struggling to get the power down. His rear tyres are absolutely toast.
Jesus, look at it sideways.
Yeah, it can be really hard to get through Curva Grande with the ARCA, especially when your tyres are fried. I mean, I remember seeing a question online. Is there any cars now in the world that can't go through Curva Grande flat? And we now have the answer. It's the ARCA.
Yeah, this hasn't got a hope of Ellen getting around there flat.
Oh wow, round through the Lesmos. Dom's to the inside. Sam's somehow holding it on, but he's really struggling with his rear tyres now and cannot get the power down.
Past him here, isn't he?
Clean exit.
Just drive straight around the outside.
Yeah. And then we've got Messenger. He's next in line to do this move. And Piusi's there as well, but he's a lap down. He's in 11th place.
Oh, God. We should clarify, that was not an intentional move to the left for Sam there. That was literally just trying to catch his wiggling back end as he dives on the brakes again by the looks of it, same as last lap.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if this is the right sensible strategy for him, considering his tyres are so toast. He's risking the race of everyone around him now.
Would it be Sam's start if it wasn't full send?
Yeah, he's going to fight to the death. Parker somehow hangs on, and it's Messenger in the slipstream for Stott now into the last few minutes of the race. Messenger not staying in the slip there, look, he's tucking out. On board with Messenger now, there's Stott and Parker ahead of us.
Yeah, I'm confused why Messenger doesn't seem to be pulling up to cars ahead of him in the tow here. It's the second time we've seen him sort of just... I don't know if he's so confident, like maybe he's just giving the guys ahead a bit of space to take each other out, or maybe he's just confident he'll make up the time on the brakes. But this is twice now we've seen Messenger in the slipstream but not actually gaining on the car ahead. Yeah,
you're right, and it's a confident strategy then. So here they come then. Ettridge is 4 seconds, nearly 5 seconds up the road from this battle for the podium. Behind him, there he is, just coming out the chicane. Sam back into second place then. We've got an IndyCar, that's Kelly coming storming past, all three of them then.
I wouldn't want to put my car on the outside of a wiggling Sam if I was Parker there. Tucks back in line.
Taking your life into your hands there, isn't it? God, there's barely a sheet of paper between these three at times. It's very, very close racing. Oh, look at that. Messenger diving to the inside into Lesmo 1. Sam's round. Stott's round. Oh, he keeps it going. Somehow pointing in the right direction, but he was into the gravel and he's lost those 2 places. And Messenger takes up, wow, 4th to 2nd in one corner.
Chief thief there, stealing the places, wasn't he? Right place at the right time for Messenger.
Yeah. This is where we should cut away to just that, the gif of everyone standing up and applauding, because that was incredible.
It's worth saying as well, like, well held to Sam for keeping hold of those tyres for that amount of time before he fell off the road finally.
Yeah. But even then, you know, even as he came off the road, he still kept the car roughly going in the right direction. And he didn't loop it. So, yeah, astonishing stuff.
Someone needs to get that boy on a dirt oval. He'd find his own over there, no doubt.
Well, we saw him on a dirt oval last time and he was terrible.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's gone again now.
Oh, it's gone from bad to worse. This is the Parabolica then. Messenger now in 2nd place, but 6 seconds back from his stablemate Ettridge. Parker's right in the slipstream as they come onto the oval, and this might be the final lap here. They're taking three minutes to get round.
Just looking on the mini-map there, the IndyCar is just about is on the straight just before the Parabolica, so might just get one more lap out of it.
We'll wait and see then. Parker in 3rd place and looking for 2nd. Less than a 10th between them as they come on to the Grand Prix straight in just a minute. Here we go, there we are. Here we go, and there we are. Yeah. And
absolutely words.
Words indeed, and they're already in the braking zone now. Anchor's being thrown out of the car with gay abandon as they head into turn 1.
Oh, Ettridge is slow.
Just recovering.
Looked like his very side was getting back on the power there. Doesn't look to have lost too much time though.
No, the gap yo-yos incredibly wildly as they go through the braking zones and the different phases of the corner. Those guys are approaching at 200 mile an hour plus, and Ollie obviously down to probably about 30 miles an hour as he goes through the apex of the corner.
Do you think the poor standings board is expecting like a normal acceleration curve, and then it suddenly realises that it's dealing with an ARCA and it's just like, I don't know anymore?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, the gap before was hovering around about 6 seconds. It's down to 3-4-ish seconds now, so definitely Ettridge lost some time there.
Yes, you're right. Now it's sort of stabilised. So we're out of the Lesmos and we're on the run to the Ascari chicane, crossing under the oval.
Ettridge just lost some more time there. I don't know if he's... Is he waiting for Messenger so they can have a bit of a battle, or has he just lost his tyres maybe?
Maybe his tyres are toast, yeah. Because this gap is plummeting. Oh, look at that snap! And here come the IndyCars just to make it even more interesting. We've got Meisters and Walker coming. Walker's already caused an upset in this race for the ARCAs.
Yeah, I think Ettridge will
Is he going to do it again? No. Phew.
Oh, it's got him sideways though. Meisters ran wide and all of that. I think Ettridge was purposely leaving the door open a little bit after what happened last time, but still ended up sideways in the corner.
And still lost even more time to Messenger behind.
It did go for the one extra lap.
Well, why is he stopped?
Is he waiting so he didn't have to do an extra lap?
Oh, sorry. Got a checkered flag here for Reese Crichton, who comes home to win ARCA versus IndyCar. We didn't see the pass. It must have taken place because Barrow is coming home in second place, and you're right, Parker had enough of a gap just to wait there, and he's now finished third in the ARCAs.
What a melon. You maybe said that half an hour of wrestling the ARCA was plenty. It didn't need the extra 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes.
Yeah. So Meren Hugevin does hang on for a podium. Well done to him. Nice to see him back on the podium, and it's been quite a while. Nice to see that. Greening's in fourth in the IndyCar. Here's Roberto Costa coming home for fifth place. Ettridge and Messenger are still trundling their way round, but there's only about a second and a bit between them now.
If we know those boys, they'll still be racing. They will be racing all the way through. There'll be no multi-21s. There'll be no hold fire.
Oh, absolutely not. And here they are.
God, it's so sideways.
So, Lesmo 1.
Yeah, all his rears here. Oh my God, look at it dancing.
Oh, it's awful. He's really struggling
It's
now.
gone. It's gone.
Messenger. Oh, no. With 3 corners to go, Messenger is taking the lead in the ARCAs. Here's Jake Weaver finishing in P9.
They are the most toasted rears on Ettridge's car.
Short of Sam's that we saw a couple of laps before. But yeah, those are on fire, aren't they? Fire extinguishers at the ready for when Ettridge crosses the line, because I think the whole back end of the car is going to be on fire with the heat. They've got 1 corner to go then, which is the Parabolica, and we can see Chris Forrester having a moment in the background. Oh, Ettridge sends it on the brakes, but he's going round. Doesn't matter though, everyone behind him has already finished. Which sounds weird to say, but it is just the way it's happened. And Michael Messenger comes home then. What a brilliant drive from him. He picks up the win in the ARCA. Unlucky to Ollie Ettridge, who comes home in P2. Either of these guys would have deserved the win because they've both driven absolutely amazingly.
They'll have loved that. They'll have had an absolute ball of a time.
You're very confident.
I mean, a stupid car on stupid track.
It was certainly a tough mix.
Fit for a turkey.
Forrester coming home in P10. And says, I've had enough of that.
That's what happened at the green flag, didn't it?
So let's
green
see
flag
how
flies? Nah, I've had enough.
Yeah. How's that affected the championship standings then? Well, you can see that Don Parker remains on the top of the standings, and Michael Messenger has leapt up into second place, up 12. Then we've got Tor Milaren in third. He's up 5 places. Oliver Walker down 2. Irvin Conception stays at 5. New entry for the week. Gavin Kelly. Sorry, I was doing the top of the pops there. Then we've got Stephen Greening in 7th. Mark Innes in 8th. Winslay's in 9th. Then we've got Costa in 10th. Chris Forrester, Sam Stott, Dano Hammond, Chris White, Rich Meesters, Dan Shaw, Reece Crichton in 17th. Oliver Ettridge is in 18th. Eric PUC is in 19th. And Meren Hugevin is in 20th. Then we've got Yanniman Pruis, Stephen Koenigs, Sean Clark, Dylan Kirkpatrick, John Novak, Rick Barrow, Stephen McCann, Jake Weaver, Keith Schooling and Megan Purchase in 30th place.
Well held, that man. It concerns me how much of our viewer base on Discord might not know Top of the Pops.
Yes, Top of the Pops was a weekly TV show with the best of the music, the charts. It was on for a number of years on the BBC. It wasn't great.
No,
but there were
some
classic moments like Nirvana when they went on and murdered Teen Spirit. That was very funny. And notable for being hosted by a number of paedophiles.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. Awful show, not missed. So.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 would not recommend.
Yeah. Anyway, well, what have we got coming up to round out silly season then, Dom?
The Lucky Dip car choice at Laguna.
Excellent. So this is just a collection of tin tops, is it? Is that right?
Yep, any of the 3 vehicles, we'll spin the wheel and see what we get.
So it could be a hugely exciting race. We'll wait and see then. So, as a reminder, you can find us at limitofadhesion.com, facebook.com/limitofadhesion. We're on Twitter, Instagram, I believe.
We're everywhere, like a virus.
Yeah, we are spreading everywhere. If you have enjoyed this race, please do like it and consider subscribing to the channel. Come say hi to us on Discord if you fancy joining us for a race. And apart from that, Dom, thanks for joining me once again. We'll see you for the final races of Dom's Silly Season 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Adios, mi amigos!
Bye-bye!